Hello everybody, Robin Dean here for theridingobsession.com. It's 45 degrees here in Dripping Springs, Texas. Feels like 39 according to the report. And it is a 100% chance of rain all day. So you know what that tells me? Perfect day for a motorcycle ride. All right, now, a long time ago, we wrote an article where we talked about 3-season, 2-piece textile ride wear. Something that you can ride all year long, in the winter, in the rain, and in the summer. This was back when I think Sedici was perhaps a better brand. We wrote about the Sedici Rapido and Ultimo jacket pant combo. And if you look in here, you've got this thermal liner in the silver, followed by a rain liner or a wet bladder right there right after, followed by a really breathable mesh. And this is made from a denier that's almost identical to what they use for fire hoses. Now, the armor in this particular ATGAT isn't great, so I upgraded it immediately after so that I feel significantly more protected. And it's held up over the long run. I've had this for years, and I use it as my go-to, this weather's going to be terrible, I don't care about this outfit, let's wear it outfit. So I have the pants, I got the jacket. The pants have the same thing. You got the thermal liner, the rain bladder, and the mesh exterior. Lots of vents and upgraded armor. Here's the problem with the rain liner. A lot of the pockets you want to use are on the exterior of the jacket. A lot of them. And they're just going to soak. They're in the mesh. Water goes directly in and just soaks everything you're wearing. So I finally got kind of fed up, and also it's pretty cold out there, and I had a couple of instances where, typical of Sedici design, the advertising was bigger than the end result. So I did get fairly wet on a few occasions. My solution is to just give up. I know about Aerostitch. It's not necessarily in the budget right now. Aerostitch, wink, wink. But at any rate, the Bilt one-piece tornado outfit, this is a complete over system that is just a giant vinyl waterproof body condom, essentially. They can get pretty hot. They can get a little bit too hot. But in this kind of weather and in this kind of conditions, I believe this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to give it a test and we'll see how she does. All right, so I'm back from my ride. And I gotta say, for all that rain, for the most part, I was dry as a bone. Now, what do I mean by for the most part? You may have noticed in that footage that I had accidentally left the collar uncinched. This part up here was kind of dangling down. And that being slightly open, yeah, I got wet. Now, no other part of me was wet. I was dry as the Sahara. And even that part that was left fully exposed, because of the sort of roofing shingles system that goes with motorcycle ATGAT, it wasn't even like I got wet up here in the collar. I just got, it was more like a mist or a condensation. After taking my gear off and standing here in the garage, I got dry pretty quick. It's a really great system. So you've got zippers, locking zippers, which are then double reinforced to keep water out with Velcro outside of the line of the zipper sight. It is from ankle to neck and neck to wrist, total containment. Had I remembered to get that collar right, that would have been something. I definitely would recommend this, not only for wet weather riding, but for winter as a windbreaker. It really felt warm. You remember, it's not a warm day today. Not even by Midwest standards is today really a warm day. So this does block out a lot of oncoming wind, as well as completely seal out water. I would not recommend it. Would not recommend this for any temperatures over 85 degrees. I guess in those temps you'd probably be wearing summer gear anyhow, so it's probably a little bit cooler underneath. But because the material is sort of a vinyl rubberized polymer, it really does seal everything in as much as it does keep everything out. It's got some nice reflective qualities. These, with light shining on them, they'll give you a sunburn. I mean, I know you can see them from there, and that's just room lighting. These are sort of a dull gray, but when the light hits them, it kicks on. It's bright. So you're reflective, you're completely covered. It fits over your already pre-existing ATGAT without much trouble, as long as you size correctly. Make sure to mind their sizing chart. It does have these two pockets on the outside. I did discover that those pockets are borderline useless, but whatever. I mean, if you have anything that it doesn't matter if it gets wet, like your driver's license or credit cards, those are fine. Maybe even cash. It doesn't hug so tightly that it's uncomfortable. It doesn't compress you in a way that is awkward. It feels good on the bike. I'll tell you what else helped. Like I was saying before with the whole roofing structure of being a motorcyclist, the Shoei RF-SR. This is a non-modular standard helmet, Snell rated, DOT approved. And when I took this off of my head, there was no water anywhere. I was completely dry. So top down, for the top down, 99.99% dry, minus a bit of misting that got in at the neckline. If you are riding a naked bike, then you're gonna want that neckline buttoned up. I was riding the Beamer, which has a nice tall, fully adjustable windscreen, which kept me slightly more protected with the oncoming. So, the Bilt Tornado one-piece motorcycle rain suit. Very nice. If you're looking for something that is priced in the mid-range, this is the best you're going to find. Beyond this, you have to step up a few shelves to go with the Aero Stitch, which is amazing. Those things are great. I would love to have one. But that's not necessarily in the cards for you. This is the way to go, for sure. And for that hot weather, like 80 plus degrees Fahrenheit, check out Bilt's Frog Togs. They're a lot more lightweight, and they do pretty much the same thing. Plus, they come in 2 pieces. For theridingobsession.com, I'm Robin Dean. Safe travels, everyone. Oh, really? Are you freaking kidding me? Now I gotta go write the article.